The Nintendo Switch 2 launched with one big, huge main title, Mario Kart World. And well, I am not gonna lie, Mario Kart World is good, but it is not what I was expecting. From the moment this title was first shown in January of 2025, we knew something was gonna be different. I mean, the tracks looked kinda big, and there were those stores with those little bags that we didn't know anything about, but with those 15 seconds of gameplay, there wasn't that much that we could predict. Well, now the game is here, and it is bundled with pretty much every single Switch 2. Or you can be a dumbass and pay $100 to have it on a cartridge! Mario Kart World decided to be different from every single previous Mario Kart games in existence. I would even say it's different from like pretty much every single karting game in existence. In these types of games, you normally just play the tracks, do like 3 laps, and then you move on to the next, and that's how it goes. But in Mario Kart World, they decided to go hardcore on the world aspect of it. Basically, they wanted every track to be connected to each other no matter where it is on the map. And in order to do so, well, they had to add roads, bridges, and even like grass, sand, ice, anything that will allow you to go from one point to the next. And this is this novelty that is a bit controversial nowadays. These roads that link 2 tracks together are referred to online as intermission tracks. And the word intermission kind of means that it's a break from the game. When you think intermission, you think of a break in between 2 parts. So you have the track, you have the intermission, and then you have the second track. But why would you want to play the intermission? Is it any fun? Why would you do that? Personally, I think the intermissions are actually quite fun and quite good. Sure, there are some intermissions that are like straight lines and there's not much to do, and these can be a bit boring, but normally there's always something that you can do in those intermissions. There's typically cars, there's secret paths, and there's a lot of things that you have to dodge, and it makes the track feel kind of fun, even though it's not an actual racetrack. I don't think the problem is with the intermission themselves. The main problem in Mario Kart World is the lack of control. It's the lack of options, of ways to customize your game. Like, some of the tracks in this game are phenomenal, and you want to play them over and over again, kinda like you could in previous Mario Kart games. But in this one, there are the intermissions that you have to play, which typically means that you're going to be racing on the intermission track, and then when you finally reach the main track, you're only going to do 1 lap, and you're going to be done with it. And like, let's be real, 1 lap is not enough to learn the ins and outs of a track. You have to play it over and over again. The thing is, this is not the way it works in this game. Even if you play the Grand Prix mode, which is like the main basic mode, the mode that was there in the very first Mario Kart, and that has been in every single one since then, well, in this game, you no longer play 4 tracks, 3 laps each, and get a trophy. No, you play your first track, 3 laps of it, that's good. And then you play the intermission that will lead you to the second track, where you will only do 1 lap. So basically, in every single Grand Prix, it's only going to be the first track that you're going to be playing in the classic fashion. Everything else will force you to do the intermissions. And when that was first announced, I was like down with this, provided there was an option for like a classic Grand Prix. But no, there's not. No options. You can't do that. So what I noticed from Mario Kart World is that I spent way more time playing those intermissions than playing the tracks themselves. And if you play online, it doesn't get better. When you join a lobby, you will be shown like 3 or 4 different tracks to choose from and a random one. And just like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you're gonna go for a vote and then the winner gets his track chosen. The issue here is that most of these tracks will be intermission tracks followed by 1 lap of the actual track you chose. And this is a bit of a problem. Like, if I decide to pick Moo Moo Meadows, I want to play Moo Moo Meadows. I don't want to play an intermission track for like 2 minutes and 30 seconds and then 30 seconds of Moo Moo Meadows. That's not what I picked. So the way people got around this limitation is by choosing the random track option. Choosing this would lead you to play a random track for 3 laps. So at one point, I remember online people were just spamming choose random every time, just choose random every time. So what did Nintendo do in a patch? They destroyed the random option. Like for real, they killed it. It's still there, but if you pick it, chances are that this random is only going to apply to the 3 tracks you could choose from anyways. Like what's the point? They really want you to play the intermission. But what if I don't want to play it? Well then f*** you! This is a straight up downgrade from previous Mario Kart game. And speaking of downgrades, you can no longer customize your kart parts. In Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8, you could customize your kart by choosing your wheel, your body, and your glider. Well, this is no longer the case in this one. You can only pick the kart, and that's it. I don't know why they did that, to be honest. Maybe it's just a question of balancing the game easily, but it's still a downgrade to me. Like, there's a bunch of weird decisions that have been made for this game, and I just cannot explain them. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had this tournament mode where you could share a code and people could join your community and play with you and play amongst themselves if the lobby was full. Well, guess what? Tournament mode is dead. You want to play with one of your buddy online and then join a lobby of randoms to play? You can't do that. You cannot party up in this game. Like for real, there are ways to go around this limitation by having one player join a lobby, play the track, and then having the other player join them and hope that there's still a place for them. But why is this so confusing? Why is this so complicated? Why is this simple feature absent from the game? It makes no freaking sense. Especially considering Nintendo is pushing game chat so hard. Chat with your friends, create a lobby. What's the point of chatting with my friend and creating a lobby with them if I cannot play with them against other players from all around the world? To me, it just makes no sense at all. It makes me mad. Especially considering the price point of this game. It's like 99 bucks. Like it's the most expensive freaking video game I've ever paid for. And it's not even that good. Oh man, kinda miss Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now. I mean, it wasn't perfect, and it sure as heck was getting old to play the same 96 tracks over and over again, but at least you could play the tracks. I remember Doug Bowser, president of Nintendo of America, saying in an interview that we would get why this game was 99 bucks after watching the Nintendo Direct presentation on it. And no, it just didn't happen. Like, the presentation was 15 minutes of explaining the different game modes and basically wasting your time. It wasn't that great, and it certainly didn't show anything that was worth $99. It did show the free roam mode, which to me felt like a big story mode, but it's not that. Free roam is basically what it says it is. Free roam. You get to drive around this big world, and yeah, there's not much to do. Like, there's a bunch of P-switches that you hit with different challenges, and there's hidden coins and panels and stuff, and it's all very fun, don't get me wrong, but it is not amazing in itself. It's just a basic sandbox mode. It almost feels like an afterthought. There's no dialogues, there's no quests, there's no mission, there's no freaking map to tell you where to go to find all of these P-switches. Like, if you want to find them all, you kind of have to go online, look for a guide, or create one yourself, or join Discord with a bunch of speedrunners, and find the perfect route and hope for the best. And that's the reason why I didn't 100% complete Mario Kart World. It's way too tedious, it's way too annoying. It reminds me of collecting all of the Korok seeds from Zelda Breath of the Wild without using a guide. Like, it's not even fun. And you know what? I think that 24 players might be way too chaotic. I remember when they raised the number of players from 8 to 12 with Mario Kart Wii, and it was already a bit hectic and chaotic back then, but they eventually managed to balance it all with the items and everything, and it went fine. But now, there's 24 players, that's double the amount of players. And it seems that no matter how well you play in this game, if you're gonna get punished, you're gonna get punished hard, and there's nothing that you will be able to do about it. Like, you can go from 1st place to 24th place in a matter of getting hit by a red shell and like touching a banana peel, which I guess is the point of Mario Kart. Everybody gets a chance, but at this point it's just basically Mario Party Kart. Which is something that actually reminds me that the difficulty in the Grand Prix mode at 150cc is pretty weird in Mario Kart World. Like, you get punished for actually driving well. The more you drift, the more you use your items, and the better you perform, well, the better the opponents will as well. It's a scaling difficulty method, and okay, I approve it, but sometimes it's just painfully obvious that the game wants you to fail. Like, it doesn't matter if you drove perfectly for the entirety of the track. If the game decides you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose. They're gonna throw lightning bolts at you, followed by a red shell, followed by a blue shell, and all of this in the final turn of the final lap. Like, I'm not that bad at Mario Kart, but this game, it was painfully difficult to get all 3 stars in every cups. And you know what I ended up doing for some of them? I ended up stopping drifting altogether. Cause yeah, I read on Reddit that if you decide to drive without using the drift, without using your items, basically, you know, just driving like a grandma following the track, well, the computer players will get bad and they won't attack you as much. And guess what? It worked. That was my solution to get all 3 stars in some of the later cups. And I'm not proud of it, but the game was broken at first. So broken, in fact, that apparently it's fixed now. Apparently there was a patch that lowered the difficulty of the CPUs in Grand Prix. But I mean, come on, did you even test your game before releasing it? So yeah, Mario Kart World is good, but it's not $99 good. It's like, it should have been priced at the exact same price as every single previous Mario Kart, because it doesn't bring anything crazy and new. It's a good game, but it's full of weird little decisions and weird little technical issues that just suck the joy out of it. I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for hundreds and hundreds of hours, and I cannot say I'm gonna do this with Mario Kart World. Like, I have played for about 30 hours, and then I started playing other games like Donkey Kong Bonanza, and yeah, I just forgot about it. I'm not even thinking of going back to it at all. I just moved on to bigger and better things, which is kind of sad considering it's the freaking launch title. It should be the title that you play every single month with your friends. It should be the party game. It should be the fun experience. And for me, it just isn't. It is not as enjoyable as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or even Mario Kart 7. And the lack of customization, the lack of options, and even the lag that you can still get online, it doesn't work. They fixed nothing. They just created a new version of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but with a big connected world, and yeah, that's all they have in store for you. Like, I know it's Nintendo and they might release free DLC that will maybe add the tournament mode back, and maybe it's gonna allow you to turn off intermission tracks altogether. I don't know, but at the time of me making this video, none of this is possible, and the lack of all of these options just killed the game for me. Yeah, I know, this was a bit depressing, but yeah, that's my opinion on Mario Kart World. It's alright, it's fun, but it's not what I was expecting at all. What about you? What do you think of Mario Kart World? Please let me know down there. I love reading your opinions and stuff because I share mine, but I also love to hear about yours. Anyways, look at these 2 videos. They are pretty good. Like, this one is about Kirby. And is it good? Is it better than Mario Kart? Huh. There's only one way to know, and it's by tapping it. Okay, bye.